MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today we've got a Week 5 matchup in store here, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the New York Jets. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. They go play action with Hurts. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. You talk about this Jets defense. And they've played well against the pass, currently ranked 7th in the NFL.
You have to like the way that they've played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
2nd and 10. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And he'll get about 3 up past the 25.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
And foreseeing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Hurts. Flushed out right. That is caught. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down. We know that he can get first downs with his arm and his legs, Charles, and there when he gets outside of the pocket, the defense has to account for both, and he's able to complete it for the first.
And he's very comfortable outside of the pocket. Some quarterbacks, that's not their thing. For him, that seems to be the #1 asset to his game. Gets out into the open field, things seem to break down the secondary a little bit, and he picks out the right target.
And give him about 5 as he gets this up to the 48-yard line. This defense for the Jets, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. A couple of nice carries back-to-back here, establishing the ground game a bit.
Yeah, these aren't bare-bones runs now. I mean, they're getting substantial yardage, the kind of yards you're looking for, right? Let's go ahead and use a cliche. Stay ahead of the change, right? 5 or more yards each time. That's what you're looking for in setting a tone and getting your offensive line going.
Good sign on the opening drive. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. This is caught inside the 15. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 33 yards that time.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left. And he'll find find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Ball at the 9 on 2nd and 8. Here's Hurts to throw.
The quick slant caught. Touchdown. A.J. Brown, his second touchdown on the season.
And the Bills get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon.
Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10
at their own 25-yard line.
They'll start on the ground. Hall.
And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Rodgers going to throw. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall.
And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5.
Here's Rodgers to throw. And he's got his big tight end over the middle, complete. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 31-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
The Jets at a perfect 4-0 to start the campaign. And they've been playing their best football of the year, winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now a 2nd and 2. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
They'll run with Hall.
And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I think that run gives us evidence that the defense is getting a little bit tired out there. They've been out in the field for a long time, and that last run, they just cut right through them.
Now Rodgers. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. An 11-yard touchdown.
And the Jets are an extra point away from evening this one up.
Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Throwing is Hurts. Swinging this out wide here for Cook.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Cook.
Down the left sideline.
And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line.
The 71 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
So he nearly took it the distance, gets him down inside the 10 for a 1st and goal.
I'd love to be in his head right now because is he rewarding himself for a great run or is he kicking himself because he didn't get all the way to the goal line?
Off the play fake, here's Hurts.
This is caught. Touchdown, Bills. Jalen Hyatt from 8 yards out, and the Bills have taken the lead. That, of course, all set up by the big run on the play prior. They took advantage right away with a touchdown throw.
And you mentioned advantage, probably taking advantage of their natural instinct after that previous play to be aggressive and rush towards the line of scrimmage. And instead, they were vulnerable to the pass.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good.
And that makes the score 14-7. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
Give them 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give them a first down. Rodgers now to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From midfield, here's Rodgers. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Rodgers to throw on second down. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. And this defense definitely in his head there on 3rd down, and he's pretty fortunate. They didn't call for grounding on this one. That was a good 10 feet over everyone's head.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down. Now Rodgers. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Jets' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Play action. Here's Hurts. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. They set themselves behind the chains, trying to get it all back in one play, and it backfired.
Didn't it feel like a pitcher working his way into a 3-0 count, right? You're behind. What do your coaches always tell you? Get it back one pitch at a time. In this case, they tried to get it back right away, and it didn't work out.
Oh, you got deep? 45. Mike. Hey, take 26. 45.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Jets are going to take the lead. The extra point splits the uprights. And the lead is now 21-14. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Second down, here's Jalen Hurts.
Being chased out left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime.
Third down and 13.
63.
In motion goes the tight end. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Out to his left.
He's got his target. That's complete.
And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Jonah Williams, former first-round pick, the guilty party. They need 18 yards here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Hurts.
And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
This is taken at the 23.
A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back.
And the Jets will take over 1st and 10.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers.
And the Jets would extend their lead here just before halftime.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
They'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. They don't want to repeat a first down. They'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. As this offense takes the field to begin the opening drive of the second half, Charles, remember in that first half, good through the air and really all around an outstanding offensive performance.
Absolutely. They reached the end zone several times. The passing game working awfully well, and most importantly, partner.
And they went to the tunnel with a lead. They come back out with that lead.
Absolutely. NFL coaches, we know they're perfectionists in a lot of ways, but they had to like what they saw in that first half.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. To throw, it's Rodgers. Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first. Throwing is Rodgers. Looking middle, and that's complete. And he's got this down to the 35. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 yards there, just like last play. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Well, that's a good piece of quarterbacking right there because he certainly felt the pressure coming. The alternative, getting sacked for the first time. He didn't like that option at all. Did a nice job saving yardage by throwing that one away.
Here's Rodgers. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game. And the Jets take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Brought down by Trayvon Walker on the pass rush.
Oh, you can just see it in their body language. They're starting to see victory on the horizon now, and if it comes to fruition, they got to give a game ball to the front 7. Defensive line has taken charge and controlled this game. Facing challenge of stopping this opposing offense, and they've done so with ease.
They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a third down. Hurts sets up to throw it. And that is incomplete.
Looks like another empty possession offensively. And you're at that point in the game where you can't afford too many more of these. So this is going to require some heavy thinking on the sideline to figure out what they can do to crack this defense.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Fielded just inside the 20. A big hitter that time in the punt game. 66 yards on the boot. And the Jets will take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're just looking for more of the same. Great first half so far. Good second half. And you know, sometimes I guess maybe, Charles, these coaches, they don't have to tell these guys much when they're rolling like they're rolling right now.
You're exactly right. I've heard stories of some of the best coaches in our time or any time having grabbed their staffs at halftime and said, guys, they're playing really well. Don't go in there and give them a whole lot of stuff. Just pat them on the back. And essentially the speech at halftime is, let's go, guys, and that's it.
Yeah, no one's upset the apple cart so far. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
To throw is Rodgers. Going right side here, and that's complete.
Down the sideline he goes.
Touchdown, Jets. A big play there. His third touchdown of the game and fourth on the year. The call is to go for one and kick the extra point. And that'll increase their lead to 28. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Second down and 6 now.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just 1 target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him, though. Find him. Find him.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
Running free at the 45.
As they finally wrangle him in at the 48. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
Well, a lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. And they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
That one almost intercepted, but it's incomplete. Not a good throw there, and it'll be second down.
Trap 60, trap 60. 57, Mike, 57.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is caught. It's Brown.
And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10.
A big play here for Buffalo. 46 yards. And a good catch there. And, Charles, I'm still scratching my head. How is this guy on the free agent wire?
There had to have been something that kept everyone in the league from not signing him during the entire offseason. Now they pick him up here early in the year. They've got to make sure that he does all the right things. But if he does, he could be a big-time performer.
Back now here at MetLife Stadium. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. They'll run with Cook. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up second and goal. They try again with Cook. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a third and goal. So a decent deficit at this stage in the second half. 4-down territory?
No doubt about it. There's not a chance that he hasn't looked ahead and said, okay, if we gain yardage on this play, this is what we'll do going forward. If we lose yardage, this is the play call that I'll have ready.
The ball mere inches from the white line on third and goal.
Hey, check
They'll turn to a power game to try to get in. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Reggie Gilliam, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. A great play there. 50 yards. And the Jets are well on their way to a 5-0 start as they extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The Jets kick team out now to boot this one away. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And look at this. They come right back with a big shot downfield. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one goes for 30 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
On Silver, ready? Mustang 19.
On first down, Hurts. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another big play as they get 28 out of that one. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Buffalo 18.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll dump this off to Cook. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
We got 3. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
Second down, here's Hurts.
Forced out to his left. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
Well, that's a nice job right there. He's looking downfield, but with no one open, he takes off and tries to run for it. He gets to the sidelines and gets out of bounds with a first down.
Cup 19, Cup 19.
Back to throw. That's to Cook out of the backfield. So he'll be stopped here for no gain, and it'll bring up a 2nd and goal.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. On play action, they'll throw. And he's got it. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
Third and goal, trying to make that scoreboard at least a little more respectable. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got it 3rd and goal now as they try to punch in a late touchdown. Brown, the lone receiver, left.
57's Mike. Hey, 73, 73. I'm here all day. 57's the Mike. 57's the Mike. Here we go, D. Get up. Warrior 70. 57's right. I'm coming for you, son. I'm coming for you, son. Hey, Silver. 57's the Mike.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10. The former 3rd overall pick, Quentin Williams, there to bring him down.
Well, partner, you and I will be headed to the airport, but after this game, when it's interview time, someone's going to ask this quarterback what hurt worse, the interceptions or the sacks. This whole day, it's been rough. Barring a miraculous comeback, this offense isn't going to win this game, but he's probably going to say what hurt most is the loss.
63.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
And this is caught. Well, they get one back, picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
He's got them out now to a 3-score lead here in the 4th quarter after that one, CD. And well, he looked right off the line like he knew that that ball was coming his way, and he secured it for 6 points.
Yeah, I think when you're leading by a healthy margin already, it actually loosens you up and allows you to take maybe a few more chances and definitely play with more confidence, because he certainly saw something he could exploit in the defense, and he made sure to let his quarterback know, just get it to me. And the rest was all up to him, and he delivered and made it a 3-score game.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And it's looking all the more likely that a 5th straight win is going to be in the cards. They'll try to run some time here with a 1st and 10. Rodgers throwing here. Pushing through the contact. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. It got his man complete. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 39 yards there, a big one.
And even with the game seemingly in hand, they're continuing to fire away, pressing the ball down the field. Listen, it's worked all day. No reason to go away from it now.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. Buying time to his left. Just a crazy throw there, and it's intercepted. Marcus Jones picks it. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. This game's still fairly well in hand, but I think now you go conservative, don't you? Go into your shell, just run the football?
I think you have to, but you also have to tell your backs, make sure you're really protecting the football because you're going to run into a stacked defensive front, which is why they were throwing the football before, trying to make sure they just get their backs, really beat up in that situation. Now, good luck to them.
Extra point by Patterson, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for the Jets, their strong September has carried over to October as they move to 5-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the Patriots will come to town. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And perhaps fortunately for them, they'll get an early bye next week and come back to action in Week 7. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.